Okay, let's start in the home category. Throw blankets, decorative pillows. I used to buy so many decorative pillows. I have a ton of them, but then I get sick of them and I want to buy new ones. It's just like this big cycle. Also, air fresheners. Did you know that the air freshener isn't exactly freshening the air in your home? It's actually just covering up those smells with different chemicals and things. So I no longer buy air fresheners. If I want to have a nice smell, I simply use essential oil. I also don't buy those plastic hangers. If you have not tried those velvet hangers, you must change out all of your hangers for these. They are so much better. You will love them. You can fit many more into your closet. They look really streamlined and they have come down a lot in price, so they're super affordable. Today I'm sharing 38 items that I no longer buy. Whether to save money, time, or space, these are things that I have stopped buying. If you do buy these things and you love them, then just ignore me and keep on buying them. These are simply to give you some inspiration and ideas. Continuing on with home, I also no longer buy shoe polish. I simply clean my shoes with just different cleaners or in a different way, and then I don't polish them anymore. I also don't buy any more storage containers on a whim. I used to just see really pretty bins or things like that, or drawer dividers, and just purchase them, and I do not do that. Right now I have to measure everything and make sure that it has an exact defined purpose and that it fits perfectly. And picture frames. I used to have photos all over the house. I have stopped doing that because I found that these photos just kind of gather dust, and as much as I love seeing everybody around the house, it's just adding to the clutter. And then the little garbage bags or the trash can liners for your small garbage cans, I don't buy those. I just simply throw everything into the trash can itself, and then I empty that into our larger plastic bag when I'm emptying the kitchen garbage. And if it gets dirty, I just clean it once a month with some soap and water, and your garbage can is good to go. Decor with words on it. I just find this looks cluttered to my eye, so if I've got it out in the house, then it just looks cluttered to me. Also no longer buy toilet seat covers. Yes, they still sell these. I don't buy them. They're probably not the cleanest anyway. They used to be pretty in style, but I don't really see those anymore. Same with bed skirts. I no longer buy bed skirts. I was finding that they were just attracting a lot of dust and dirt, and so I just got rid of them, and now I don't have anything on the underneath of my bed. I also no longer buy cell phone service with large carriers. I just find that they're going up and up in price. They're getting more and more expensive year over year. If you're in the market for cell phone service, I highly recommend my partner, Mint Mobile. They are great. I have been using them for the last 2 years. I use them on my daughter's phone. I ended up finding them because I was looking for something that was reliable yet inexpensive, and I stumbled upon them. If you're interested in checking them out, I do have a link you can use. I'll put it up. It's mintmobile.com/Taryn Maria. There's also a QR code if you want to just get there easier. Also, they're on the T-Mobile network, so it's the nation's largest 5G network, so you will have reliable coverage at all times. That was really important to me. And if you're thinking that you don't want to switch your wireless plan because it will take too long, I totally understand. But let me tell you, it only takes 15 minutes or less to switch your phone. When I did it, it was super simple. I really had no problem. I personally was dreading it, and then I did it and it was completely fine. And honestly, the savings are worth it. Even if it took longer than 15 minutes, the savings would be way worth it. So I think of it as it takes 15 minutes to then pay as low as $15 a month on your cell phone. And then at this point, I just renew my daughter's Mint Mobile coverage every year for her birthday. So it's great. So she gets her cell phone paid for a year. I don't have to spend a ton of money, and we're all happy and we all love it. So anyway, check it out if you're interested. Moving on to the kitchen. The next thing I no longer buy is flavored coffee creamer. I love my coffee, and I used to love my flavored coffee creamers, but then I noticed that they have trans fats in them. Now I simply use half and half. Vanilla extract. If you have not made your own, I highly encourage you to do so. It is so simple. All you need to do, and I can link this, just go on Amazon, buy the vanilla beans, add them to an airtight container, then pour in some vodka. If you don't have vodka, really any clear alcohol will do, and let it sit for a couple months. You can keep using this forever. I have had mine for years, and I just simply refill it with more vodka when it gets low, and then I use it for all of my baking needs. The vanilla beans are a little expensive. I think they're like $17 or so when you first buy them, but they will more than pay for themselves if you are using the real vanilla extract instead of the imitation one, so I highly recommend it if you like to bake. And speaking of baked goods, I no longer buy these at the store either. If I want a baked good, I just simply make it myself, and then if I do want any sweets that I get at the grocery store, I typically just buy chocolate. And tablecloths. I don't buy tablecloths anymore. I just use placemats. Okay, just one little brief thing before we continue on with the video. I've been looking at my metrics, and I noticed that 70% of you are not subscribed to my channel. Go ahead and click that subscribe button if you enjoy this type of content. I would really love to have you here. I do all kinds of content on ways to make your home and your life even better. Paper napkins. I've mentioned this before. Cloth napkins are the best. For my family of 5, we have 12 cloth napkins. It sounds daunting, but it's super simple. I just throw them in the laundry whenever we're doing the wash, and then I fold them, stick them back in the napkin holder, and they're there for everybody's use. Okay, moving on to health and beauty. So this one is a little bit strange, but I no longer buy athletic sneakers for working out. If you've watched my channel, you know that I work out from home now. It is so much easier, and I now work out barefoot. I mostly just do like weight training and things like that, maybe some light aerobics, but I have found that working out barefoot has been really good to help with like foot strength and ankle strength. I sprained my ankle a couple of years ago and it took a really long time to heal. So I really like working out without sneakers. I also find that if I don't have to actually put my sneakers on, I'm more inclined to do the workout because putting on the sneakers is just like another step standing in the way of me and my workout. Okay, and then vitamins. I no longer buy generic vitamins. I used to buy these. I've done a lot of research and many years of trial and error, and I have just stopped buying the generic ones. I wanna make sure, you're paying a lot of money for these vitamins. I wanna make sure that I'm getting high quality ingredients, real natural things, and sometimes you don't want the man-made vitamins. But then on the flip side, I no longer buy name brand medicine. So like Advil, Tylenol, I just buy the store brand. If I'm shopping at Target or the grocery store, I just pick up whatever the equivalent is. Waterproof mascara, I no longer buy that. The reason I stopped buying it is I actually found it like really difficult to remove at night, and I ended up just like scrubbing my eyelashes, and then I noticed eyelashes were falling out, so I stopped buying it. But then since then, I have found out that the reason why it's waterproof is that they add this substance to it which has PFAS in it. If you've heard, those are the forever chemicals. They take years and years and years to get out of your body, so you definitely don't want to put that on your eyelashes and kind of absorbing into your skin. No makeup wipes. I used to use those for years as well, and I kind of just realized I was pushing the makeup all around my skin. It wasn't actually cleaning it, and you'd have to do a double cleanse if you use makeup wipes, so I just pass on the makeup wipes. I also think that they could be wasteful. They add up over time. I no longer buy daytime face cream that does not have SPF in it. And I know if you're thinking that, you have days where you don't leave the house, you don't need an SPF, but you really do need an SPF. No matter if you're going to be out in the sun or if you're just going to be sitting at home, maybe if you're going to be even on your computer, you definitely want to use an SPF every day. I know it sounds weird, but your computer screens emit infrared light and visible blue light, which gets absorbed into your skin. So just put that SPF on, and I like to buy the cream that has it built in already. And then toner. I don't buy toner. I know a lot of people who use it. I'm sure it works for most people, but I just find it to be like watery, so I just don't use it. I also don't buy anti-aging cream. I buy serums for specific purposes, but otherwise I just use like a really good, nice moisturizer. For some reason, I find that when I use anti-aging creams, I want them to work and I want to use them, but it just ends up making me break out, and I just refuse to have wrinkles and pimples at the same time, so I have stopped buying anti-aging cream. I also don't buy cardboard nail files anymore. I like to use the metal ones. Those last forever. You can also check out the glass ones. And then on the subject of nails, I don't buy a ton of nail polish. I used to buy like a new thing of nail polish every week. I loved all the different colors. Now I just have 1 or 2 colors that I love, and I wear those regularly, and it's just a lot easier to just sort of have those 2 colors to choose from instead of having 50 bottles of nail polish, and then you never end up being able to use it all and you have to throw it away anyway. Okay, in my last video that I did that was similar to this, you guys really liked it, that's why I'm filming this one, but I did mention that I don't use deodorant that has antiperspirant in it, and I've been doing that for probably about 10 years now. But I have found a really good deodorant. Again, not sponsored. I just love this deodorant, and I've been using it for the last 7 weeks. So I wanted to recommend it to you because it's been really holding up really well in the summer. And it's this Rio Deo. You may have heard of this brand. They make that Bum Bum cream, I think it's called, which I've never tried, but I did hear a lot of great reviews about this deodorant. What I love is that you buy this container and then it comes with like a refillable pack. I'll insert some footage so you can see, but you just keep buying the refill, and then it's like a little more environmentally friendly. But again, no aluminum, no antiperspirant. It is just good deodorant. It's a little bit sweet. If you like the sweet smell. You may really like this. Maybe you won't like it. I mean, for me personally, I just care that it works. You know, the smell doesn't really bother me too much. I mean, it's honestly the best deodorant I have tried, and I have tried a lot. Balloons. I also don't buy these. You know, they're a little bit wasteful, of course, because they're made out of rubber, but then they're also a choking hazard. And with 3 kids, I just don't want to tempt it. The kids don't even notice and they don't seem to mind. And then gift bags and tissue paper. I don't know about you, but we just get lots of gifts and they all come in gift bags with tissue paper. And I just save it and send it back out into the world. And then I think that's what other people are doing when they give us gifts. Sometimes I do buy gift wrap, but tissue paper and gift bags, I no longer buy these. I also no longer buy anything that I can't get a lot of use out of. You know, that maybe you would only use once or twice a year, like certain tools, specialty baking tins, or maybe like holiday items. Or I also don't buy specific decor, you know, like if it says like Happy New Year's 2023, I try to stay away from that, and maybe I'll just buy something that's like fancy and gold for New Year's rather than something that's specific to New Year's or specific to a year. And then fancy clothing. I no longer buy fancy dresses, fancy bags, fancy shoes. I used to be out and I would see these items and they look really pretty and nice, and I would say to myself, oh, well, I'll just get these shoes because, you know, I may have to go to an event or a wedding at some point. And then what happens is they end up sitting in my closet. I don't go to the wedding. I don't go to the event. Then they're like out of style. So I just no longer buy them. I just admire them. I think they look pretty and I put them back. And then finally, dessert at a restaurant. This one is also a little bit strange, but unless the place is known for desserts, I just don't get them at the restaurant. We probably only go out to dinner maybe once a month or so, I would say. But even when we do, we just enjoy our nice dinner and then we call it a night. If we do want dessert, maybe we would go out for ice cream or something like that, but we just don't really do the dessert after dinner. Thank you so much for watching. If you didn't watch my first video, I did another one, 37 things I no longer buy. I will link it here. Go ahead and click on it and I will see you over there. Bye-bye.